All right, let's dive into something that's really shaking up the world of artificial intelligence. We're talking about a completely new way to build AI, one that's based on total transparency. The whole point? To create an AI that you can actually truly trust.
Now, I want you to think about that statement for a second. It's pretty provocative, right? But it points to a massive hidden flaw in almost all the AI systems we use today. See, we've trained them to be helpful, but what we've really done is train them to be agreeable. The problem is when an AI just agrees with you, even if you're dead wrong, well, it's not really an assistant anymore, is it? It's a liability generator just waiting to cause a disaster. And there's a name for this, the Sycophant Problem. It's what happens when an AI puts your satisfaction ahead of the facts. Imagine telling a junior developer your flawed idea for a piece of code, and they just say, "Yep, sounds great," and build it. That's what most AIs are doing. This need to please isn't a feature. It's a catastrophic bug that just piles on layers of bad logic. In the software world, we call that technical debt, and it always comes back to bite you.
So, where does this problem even come from? Well, it's baked into the very design of most AI today, the black box. And in high-stakes environments, we're talking defense, finance, medicine, you just can't afford to get an answer without knowing exactly how the AI got there. This slide really lays out the two opposing philosophies. On one side, you've got the black box. Data goes in, an answer comes out, and the logic in between, it's a total mystery. You're just forced to take a leap of faith and trust it. But a glass box architecture is the complete opposite. It's built from the ground up for verification. It's designed to show its work, making every single step of its logic transparent and auditable.
And because it's so transparent, this glass box approach directly tackles 4 of the biggest failures in AI today. First, it solves the trust problem, because you can actually check the reasoning. It fixes that sycophant problem we just talked about. It gets you off the hamster wheel of platform dependency. And maybe most importantly, it closes the explainability compliance gap, which is the main reason most AIs are legally unusable in heavily regulated industries.
You know, you have to understand that this is so much more than just a piece of tech. The people behind this frame it as a philosophical rebellion. It's a movement against being locked into big platforms, a rebellion against just renting answers, and against all the hidden risks baked into these opaque systems.
And this quote just nails it. The real product here isn't a slightly smarter chatbot. The product is sovereignty. It's the power to trust, to audit, and to truly own your intelligence infrastructure without being at the mercy of someone else's black box. Okay, so that's the big picture. But how does it actually work under the hood? How do you force an AI to be trustworthy? Let's break down the 3 core mechanics that make this whole glass box approach possible. The whole system really stands on these 3 pillars. And they're not separate ideas. They work together like a well-oiled machine. You can think of them as a complete quality control system designed to protect logical integrity, from the very first prompt all the way to the final answer. First up, anti-goal quality gates. This is the direct cure for that sycophant problem. Instead of just nodding along with the user's flawed idea, this system is designed to actively push back and challenge it. It's like having a senior engineer looking over your shoulder. When you suggest something that doesn't make sense, they don't just go along with it. They stop you and say, "Hold on, that's not going to work," before you can break anything. It's a circuit breaker for bad logic. Pillar number 2 is vocabulary control. Now, we've all seen this, right? An AI that sounds incredibly persuasive and authoritative while being completely wrong. This mechanism just strips that ability away. It actually restricts the AI from using persuasive, flowery language if it can't verify the facts. Basically, it forces the AI to be precise or just be quiet. If it can't prove it, it literally doesn't have the words to say it. And the third pillar, root cause analysis, is what ties it all together. This is a non-negotiable rule. For every single answer it gives, the AI must generate a complete, transparent audit trail. It's a reasoning chain that shows you exactly how it got from point A to point B, mapping every logical step back to a source you can check. No more mystery. Okay, now this is what I think is so brilliant. This slide translates these tech concepts into a field where the stakes are literally life and death, medicine. This architecture basically treats software debugging like clinical reasoning. So a root cause analysis isn't just for finding a software bug, it's a differential diagnosis. An audit trail isn't some boring log file, it's the patient's history. This is how you build an AI that a doctor or a financial regulator can actually look at and trust. So when you have this level of trust, it completely changes the entire economic model of AI. It shifts us away from a world where we're dependent on these giant platforms to one where we have genuine ownership.
And this really gets to the heart of it. Are you just renting an answer, or do you actually own the intelligence that created it? With rented, black box AI, you're basically a tenant. You pay for an answer, and you're forced to trust your landlord, the platform provider. With sovereign, glass box AI, you're the owner. You possess the entire reasoning chain. You own the infrastructure. You can verify the whole process yourself.
And that right there is the ultimate value proposition. Sovereign intelligence means you own the why behind every what. It stops AI from being this disposable service you pay for every month and transforms it into a permanent, auditable, capital-grade asset that you actually control and can build on.
So this all brings us to the one final critical question. It's the question you should be asking about any AI system you use or build or bring into your organization. It really defines the line between just being a consumer and being a true owner.
Think about it. Are you building systems designed to just agree with you and make you feel smart? Or are you building systems that are designed to challenge you, to find your blind spots, and to relentlessly pursue verifiable logic? Because the answer to that question will determine whether you're building a truly helpful tool or just a very well-hidden liability.